Oh, yeah. Apparently you just took a holiday off last week.
Really, but yeah.
Yeah, well, you know what? It just happens. Okay, welcome friends to Work It Wednesday. I'm so excited for another week to share with you guys. I do need to pop on Facebook though to monitor questions over there. So let me do that. I feel like there's so many steps and I always forget them. Who other than me is just like absolutely fired up for 2024 and just feel like huge things are coming? Anybody? Or is that just me? I have probably never been as excited for a year than I am this year. And I don't know if that's just because I am so excited for the team that we have built, the consistency, the expectations, the community. I don't know. I know that big things are headed for us, and I just can't wait to see where we are when we sit here on Zoom next January 1st for 2025 and be like, do you remember when we were talking? We absolutely just slayed that year. Can you believe it? So tonight I really want to focus on what you want out of the new year, what your plan is, how you want to be focused, what your priority is going to be. And I really want you to settle on one thing, because sometimes when we spread ourselves too thin, we're just mediocre at a lot of different things, and we're not really getting good or really capitalizing on one skill set that we have. So think about January 1st. It is this magic time reset on your year. A lot of people are going to be like, I'm joining the gym. And that goes great for maybe the first 30 days, and then you fall off. So, what can we do to set ourselves up with strong goals, but yet stick to them? Accountability is one of those things. So, our community here, having those check ins, and I think it is really important to have an accountability partner within our team or within our group, someone that you feel like that you can reach out to and stay consistent with to help you bounce ideas off of, to help you stay focused on what your ideal plan is. If you are and actually I just, right before this, I had a training call with Jenny, and one of the things that we set up for her to do is she's going to plan out her entire January, every single day, what she expects from herself. And I really think that that is an important tool that we all can use, because we all know that we get in these slumps of, yeah, I don't really want to do that today, or I don't really know what to do today, or I am so busy that I had 5 minutes, but yet I didn't plan for what I was supposed to do today. And now the 5 minutes I've spent just thinking about what I should do, and I actually get nothing done. How many of us have been in that place? Because I know I have.
Me.
Something just fell behind me and I don't know what it was. I'm sure it's fine. So that's what we're going to set ourselves up to not get to for January. And as long as we continue to do it, it will become consistent in our life. And that's just with anything. If you were to practice your piano for 5 minutes every single day, guess what? You would eventually get good at playing the piano. It is impossible for you not to build a skill if you practice it every single day, whatever amount of time that is. So what is your priority? What do you want to get out of January? Nothing changes if nothing changes. And I know that's cliche, and I know people say that all the time, but if you spend all your time thinking about, oh, what do I want out of the year, and never make an action plan, guess what? You're going to be sitting December 31st on New Year's Eve, and you're going to be in the exact same spot that your business is right now.
Okay.
So this is a little bit of tough love for you to realize that if you want change in 2024, and maybe you didn't even have a disappointing year in 2024. Maybe you had 23. Maybe you had your best year yet, but you're just looking for that next step a little bit more. Challenge yourself, push yourself outside your comfort level. Because if you got comfortable or you got good at what you did this year, amazing. You did exactly what you were supposed to do. Now push it a little farther. What can I bring to the table in 2024? How can I be closer to my teammates? How can I be closer to my customers? Do you feel like you know your customers on a personal level? Or are you only harping at them when you want sales? Because my word probably in 2024 is going to be connection, but genuine connection. So a lot of times I have invested in the wrong people, and that has ended up in me getting hurt. So in 2024, it is investing in people who deserve my time and my efforts. And that is in any area of your life. Because if you're a people pleaser like me, you will understand how hard it is when you put your eggs in the wrong baskets. Your eggs are forever getting broken and they scrambled. So we are going to put our eggs. I know you love me, Renee. You're so welcome.
I don't like eggs.
Well, okay.
Cookies.
Cookies. Yeah. I'm like, what else? Guess what? If you put your cookies in the wrong basket, they're going to get trampled, or they're going to get delivered to the wrong house, and they're not going to get ate. Thanks, Val, for the assist there.
Yep.
Relating it to my baker.
He's got his cookies. He just didn't get his pumpkin roll.
Okay.
Next time I'll use this.
So I kind of want to do an action plan with everybody, a little bit of hands-on about, I would love everybody to participate. And I know this is kind of on the spot where you have not prepped, but I would kind of like you guys to think an area you were good at in 2024, an area you struggled with. Sorry, 2023. I should really stop saying the years, because earlier on the live, if you guys watched it, I literally said, we're bringing in 2020. No, we're not going back there.
Right.
So we all over the place. Okay, so in last year, this year, current year, 2023, an area you were good at, an area you feel like you struggled with, and then an area that you really want to be good. Like 2024, you want to make your focus on.
I'll go.
All right, and I love you guys on the spot. Oh, Renee even volunteered. God love you.
I was good at increasing my sales because every single month I had more sales than I did to the prior year. Every single year. Some of them a lot more. And I sucked at building my team, and that is my focus.
Okay, so Renee, you were good at PRV and not so good at recruiting. And your focus is recruiting. Okay, I love that you said that, because I think it's very important in 2024, we start relating to the people we want in our circles, the people we want to actually, okay, think about what is your ideal team? What does it look like? Who are the people that are on it? It's the unicorns. It's the people that work hard, the people that want the same thing that you want. But a lot of times that's not what we get, because we're not focusing at the right people. We have to be able to recruit to the people that are like us. Stay-at-home moms, people who love baking, people who love to travel, people who just had their first baby, maybe people that are breastfeeding, like whatever it is, these groups of what makes you you is what people are going to click with. And those are the type of people that are going to want to join you, because guess what? They understand you. They relate to you. And you will have a genuine connection with them, and it'll be less forced. Okay. All right. So who wants to go next? Y'all not getting out of it, so.
Oh, I will.
I love it.
My PRV was good this year. I mean, it's only my first year, but every month went up, except for I think 3 months.
That's huge.
And My recruiting stinks because I have a small circle of friends, very small circle of friends. So recruiting is hard. So my biggest thing is right now I need to expand my circle. That's my
Mhm.
focus for the year, is to expand my circle of clientele first, and then try to do the recruiting along with that. But the biggest thing for me is expanding my market.
Okay. Now, do you have you done parties?
I've done a couple parties, but like I said, most of them are people that literally are, it's the same people that come to the parties that I'm friends with in my circle. So
So you
I
need to
mean,
find someone outside your circle to be able to have a
right,
party
and
that's really
right,
gonna do.
and that's where I'm trying to get events. I have a
Yeah,
couple events lined up, different marketplaces and stuff every once a month or whatever I go, and starting in January, and
that's
hopefully I can start getting my circle built further outside of just work. Basically, that's my circle is just work
yeah.
people. So
And you're
um,
seeing that, people are your original circle is only going to buy from you so much. You can
right,
start super strong and your PRV be super high, but those people are only going to need so much product for so long, and they won't keep you at that high PRV for a long time without expanding your network.
Mhm.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
where you're at right now.
Yep.
And that's okay. That is a point everybody hits. And what you do from here is what's going to build your foundation of your business, because you're building the true depth of it rather than, okay, I'm new, people are supporting me, they're liking the products, they're getting into it. You are figuring out who you are as a consultant now, what works for you, and how to best get yourself out there.
Right.
And it's an awesome journey and transition, because then that's when you start seeing the real growth.
Right. Exactly. So
And those events are going to be huge for you. Do you do some type of drawing or some type of way to get everyone's contact information, even if they don't purchase at the event?
yeah, I think I'm going to do I'm gonna do like a sign up sheet where to get like people's email information, hopefully something that says, hey, sign up with me so that you can get my deals, get the special deals and stuff like that, something along those lines. I haven't exactly figured out what it's going to say just yet, but yeah.
I love it. I know a lot of people will like to use the rewards to get something that they can give away for free.
Right.
And then they just collect drawing entries, and then they follow up with every single person to be like, I'm so sorry you didn't win, but I would still like to stay connected with you. Would you like to join my VIP page or something like that? So you're still having a point of contact with every single person that you have
Okay.
came in contact with.
Well, I want to
Just
touch on that too, real quick. The last like 3 event drawings that I've done, I actually just send everybody a free bar that enters.
Oh, there
Like
you
you
go.
could even do a scent circle, so like everybody's, and then you have a point of contact. Like, and I actually, before I even send it out, I message the person just to verify their address,
Right.
and then we're already texting and talking.
Well, that's a good idea.
that is.
Megan, I've done the same thing. I'll like make sure I get like their name and phone number so then I can text them and let them know like, hey, can I send you like a sample packet in the mail? And then that way they're getting like a variety, but still getting my information too.
Yeah.
Right.
And like on the entry forms, I actually even have the, would you like to host a party? Would you like to make money off with Scentsy on it too? And like they can check either one. And that way, when you're following up with them, you know how to follow up with them.
Right. Good ideas. Good ideas.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for jumping on, Megan, that you're here now, and I appreciate
I know.
you.
I thought I had an alarm set. Luckily I scheduled my team Zoom meeting thing, but because I looked down, I'm playing chess with Dexter, and I looked down and was like, oh my gosh, it's 9:15. I am supposed to be on Zoom. Felix, you got to finish this game.
Awesome. Okay, and then Kelly put in the chat that she was good at local orders and having active PRV. She was horrible at staying consistent when she said she was going to and recruiting. So, Kelly, what would you sum up your focus for 2024 with that being said? That's the only thing I don't have to add to your list. Just in case she's going to type it, I think.
I'm gonna get on here.
Oh, perfect. I was like, I don't know.
I don't know, like just be more consistent, I guess. I feel like I always say I'm gonna do stuff and then I start out really strong and then I just fall off.
So do you think maybe you're trying to be consistent at too many things that's lacking your focus on other things?
Mm, I don't think that's the issue. I think it's more of the fact that I have so much going on all around me at the same time that I just forget. And then I'm 2, 3 days in and I'm like, well, crap, like I've already done missed 4 days. So what's the point? What I already said I was going to do this every day and then I didn't because I have, kids and all the other crap that I got going on.
So what about setting a calendar reminder? So every single day, whenever you be like, okay, I'm going to post on my VIP page every day at 3 p.m., you literally have a alarm that goes off on your phone every day at 3 p.m. to help keep you consistent in that manner.
It may work and it may not. Sometimes I ignore my phone.
Okay. So what would relate to you? Because you were the only person that's going to make this work.
Yeah.
Do you make a list at all of like my to-do list
Oh,
today,
yes.
even around your personal stuff? So even just
Yeah.
putting one thing on your list to work your business a day, that way you can just fit it in when you need to. While I'm talking about it, I actually started this. I'd seen somebody else doing it, the post-it notes, and writing one task on a post-it note, sticking it in on a piece of paper, and then like once you completed your task, you just rip the post-it note off. I've been doing this for like 3 weeks and I love it. Versus
Yeah.
a list crossing off. I just put something on a post-it note. I even use my little post-it notes. I've got one that I travel with, a little notebook with little post-it notes. And
So like in the beginning, when I first started doing like what I wanted to be consistent with, I would go in and like schedule 4 to 5 days out so that I didn't have to worry about it later. But then life happened and then I would forget that. So it was like I need to figure out a system for myself. I think that's the takeaway. I need to figure out a system
Yep. Okay.
to help me
And
so that I
Kelly,
don't feel so overwhelmed.
one thing too, if you're focusing on systems, like if that's your focus for 24, focus on systems. Don't beat yourself up if the first system you tried doesn't work, because like I can't even tell you the amount of chapters that I've been through where a system that was working for me in one chapter doesn't work for me in momhood now. So like I'm constantly restarting. Like what worked for me in as a system and teaching obviously doesn't work for me as a system being a mom. So I have to like constantly remake and figure out what does work. And it's hard because you want to beat yourself up. Like, well, why do I suck at this now, but I was good at it then? Like it's just because you're in a new chapter or you just haven't found the right system yet. So don't beat yourself up if the first system you try doesn't work.
Okay, thank you. That makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
definitely is hard to find the right system. Like, I mean, I'm sure if Megan would have known that post-it note system worked for her a year ago, she would have been doing it a year ago.
Yeah.
Like you just don't know until you try. So the first one you do might not always work out.
And I'm
Yeah.
sure there's tons of ideas online to be able to look like, okay, what are systems to help me stay consistent?
Yeah.
Okay, I have to jump in here and ask if anybody else on TikTok has seen the big ass calendar.
No.
No.
It is.
I saw it.
Who's
I
seen
did.
it?
Dylan.
Okay. It is like a ginormous calendar that hangs on your wall for the entire year. No pages to flip, no nothing. And it comes with these little post-it notes that fit inside each square. And it comes with different color ones, and you can color coordinate things.
I
Ooh.
think I seen that last year.
It looks really awesome, but I haven't checked in to see how much it is.
And now that I'm talking about it, I feel like systems is like a big thing for me because I still don't like have systems for certain other things that isn't work related that I can't get to, like I can't be consistent with. It seems like that is my biggest consistency is my biggest downfall.
Mine too.
All around, like all around throughout the whole, like my kids, my scheduling, my work, everything.
I feel you. And I'm home all the time. I mean,
So am I. And I feel like that's for me, I mean, to me, that's like, okay, I'm home all the time. So why is it such a big thing that I can't accomplish? Because I'm here.
I know.
But then I look back and I'm like, well, I babysit. And then I have 2 other kids that I have to deal with their stuff. And then, so I get it. And I try not to beat myself up, but at the same time, it's kind of hard not to.
Yeah. I started
Sorry.
something small.
Sorry,
you know.
I went off the subject a little bit.
No,
Well-
that is all a part of it.
I started 3 weeks ago, getting up, going to the restroom, coming back and making my bed before I even walk down the hallway.
Yes.
Building a routine, you know.
See, and I've actually like wrote down routines like on a piece of paper because I'm a paper and pencil kind of person, but I don't know why my mindset just won't. Like
I
some
think you
days I
can
don't.
start with something small to start with.
That's what
And
I
it
did.
could literally be drink water as soon as I get up every single morning.
Yeah.
Like,
I figured I'm gonna just continually add something into my routine.
exactly.
With
Okay.
making my bed, this will be this, and you know.
Just like Tessa was talking about, your mindset in this is a huge part of the battle. And if you come at it negatively, like I just keep failing, I just keep not being able to continue with it, I'm not consistent, I'm a mess, I don't know, I'm mad at myself, like whatever you're coming at it with, that is the exact result you're going to get every single time. So you have to find a way to twist it to where, you know what, I got up today, I drank my water, and that was a win today. And tomorrow I did it again. And that was 2 days I got up and I drank water. And so on and so on and so on. And like Renee said, you just add a little bit to it. So you start feeling accomplished and you start feeling like, it comes down to your own love language. Honestly, how do you show self-love? How do you show yourself? And it actually makes you feel like I am recuperating. That sounded weird. The struggles of life is stressful. It is hard. It is not a cakewalk. There are things pulling at us 24/7 and all the different things. And all I see is Jenny say, worst enemy is yourself. It is your own 2 years. Absolutely. We are 1000% our own enemy. You have to find a way to show yourself grace and realize we're all just trying to figure it out.
Yep.
We're all in the same area.
I want to add to like the starting small, because I mean, really, you've told yourself you're going to stay consistent with this, and this, and I'm telling you this, and I've learned this from myself over the last few months, is I was actually not trusting myself. So I have to start out small to build trust in myself and confidence in myself.
Yes.
Because I was, thinking other people were seeing it this way, but really it was in myself. So just starting small so you can build, like every time you do that, you're going to build a little bit of trust in yourself that I did it. And just, even if it's not work related, I got to make my bed, or what, I drank water today. I did something, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever it may be. Building your trust.
Now, if you're a person that this is just how I feel, I don't know. Think of something that when you complete a task, you're your happiest. For me, it's when I clean the house and everything is in its spot. Even if it's only for 5 seconds, like in those 5 seconds of enjoyment of there's not a dirty piece of laundry other than what's on our bodies. Like I am so happy and I feel so stinking accomplished, because I'll tell you, on those days that I'm able to do that and then I kick butt on my workload, when my husband gets home, my attitude is so good because I feel invested in myself. I'm confident. I feel like I was productive. Like we all know what it feels like to be productive and feel like I kicked butt today. Like go me.
Yep.
I just think we have to start shouting ourselves out for that. Like that is such a huge thing that we just let go by the wayside. We keep households running, men and women. Households are running, lives are staying alive. Like your kids, your pets, your parents, whoever it is that might live with you, if they're still breathing under your care, you're doing a bang up job. Celebrate yourself.
Right.
So, long story short on that, love yourself and start small.
Mhm.
Okay. Who's going next?
I'll go.
Jimmy, perfect. Oh, Dylan? Okay.
Mine is kind of the same as Renee. I feel like my PRV is definitely in a place where I am happy with it. I mean, I would obviously like to see it be more, but I'm content with where my PRV is. As long as it stays either the same or goes up. But I need to focus on just team as a whole. I have a team underneath me, and I think I need to believe in them a little bit more. And follow up with them and kind of do those one-on-ones, the things that I don't like doing, to be able to help them. And then also grow my team. So kind of the same thing Renee said.
Okay. So narrow that down for what's going to be your focus as far as getting there?
Focus would be, I would say, building relationships with my team.
Okay.
Be like number one. I think my team does count on me a lot more than I think. But sometimes I feel like they don't reach out because they feel like they're bothering me.
Mhm.
So definitely just being present a lot more and letting them know that that's not a bother, and I love that. And
Yes.
then for building a team, I would just say getting out there more, either hosting parties or doing something else that brings in more team members. Maybe just asking would be a good thing to do too, because I don't tend to do that often, as
Yes.
often as I would like.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's very good. All right. Jenny, you want to go next?
Sure. Really, it's just kind of what I already talked to you about on our call. Right. But I only. Sorry.
Life.
Okay, so what were you-
No, so only like since I've only been doing this just a little over a year, I am like happy with how much my PRV has improved from the beginning, because it's like from like my monthly goal that I set myself, it's pretty much like at least doubled, if not more. But I really need to get better at like doing the more like vulnerable posts and like trying to grow my team, because I still like I want to get bigger, and I'm not good at recruiting, because I'll try to post about it and everything, and then I won't hear like any response from it, so then I'll think nobody's paying attention and just like put it on the back burner and not stay consistent with it. So I just need to keep telling myself, even if I'm not hearing anything, that somebody could still be watching and just haven't responded yet, because it took me multiple times talking about it before I joined. So that could just be their case also.
Okay, so what are you gonna turn into your focus for that?
Definitely trying to grow my team and I guess stay keep my PRV consistent.
What's gonna be your plan of action for growing your team?
Getting out of my comfort zone.
I love pushing you.
You do. Yeah, like going out of my comfort zone and bringing up the conversation more, because I've already started to where like I will turn my party link off to create more of those free kits that I can offer, but I'm not always bringing it up. Like if I have a party or if I do, like it just doesn't come to mind, and it should more.
So here you go. Not going outside your comfort zone. 2024, you're living outside your comfort zone. Are you ready for it?
Ready or not, you're gonna make me, so.
Absolutely. Hey, I love it. All right, Hannah's said her goal for 2024 is obviously build her team and want to start out by creating relationships with customers. One way you really feel to do that is by doing Happy Mail. I hate doing Happy Mail, but I think I hate it because I'm overcomplicating it. I'm a huge success with Happy Mail when I send it out. It's true. The proof is in the pudding. The crap works. Like, even if it's something you love doing, it's something about getting that physical mail in their hands that just people eat up. I literally got a message tonight from a mail carrier in Wabash, not my mail lady, but in the town I'm at. And she's like, I always love when your packages come through my hand because they make my vehicle smell so good. She's not even my mail lady. And I'm like, that makes my day.
I love.
Yeah. So it's just, you never know. Like, she's like, it's free fragrance. That's great. She doesn't even buy from me. But she's using transporting my mail as free fragrance. So I think that's good. All right. So Tessa and Megan, here are the only ones left. Which one?
I got-
I don't even know 100% what you asked, what was going
You
on.
came in late. Okay. So it is what were you good at in 2023? Which also I think, Hannah, I need what we're good at for 2023. I was getting ready to write that down. So what you were good at in 2023, what you were not so good at in 2023, and what your focus is going to be in 2024.
Okay.
Am I going first, Megan?
Yeah, I got to think a little bit.
Okay. So I was good at events, right? That's my thing. I was not so good at, I'm kind of in Kelly's boat. I'm feeling Kelly's words pretty hard about being consistent. And I think the main thing that I want to do, that I want to focus on, because I'm still not in like put in a whole bunch of time and energy into this, it's still just hobby mode for me. But with it being hobby mode, I can still share that I love the products and share what I have and what I use. And I don't know why I don't do that. Like, I don't know. I guess I just still have that stupid MLM, mentality that people think that I'm being annoying. And so I need to just like get over that, because I really do just love the stuff, right? Like, I mean, I'm still active in most of, well, not most of it, but a lot of it's just from buying stuff for me. So I need to just be sharing that more with people, just as a genuine, like, I like this and this is why I sell it, and not trying to be salesy about it. So that's, I think, what I want to focus on, is just sharing it more. And plus I feel like that's a very easy to achieve task, and it's very effective. So, and also because 2024 is about to be crazy with moving to Lord only knows where. We honestly have no idea where we're going to move. We're being a lot picky about what house we get versus where it is, since Nick works from home.
Think of the new customer base you're about to have in a new area.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how that all goes. Cause I honestly don't know. Like, I look pretty much where my parents live, like a whole circle of an hour and a half away from them. So it could be anywhere. I don't know. It'll be a whole new set of people and a whole new set of events and all this stuff. So I think that because that big change is coming, I don't want to overwhelm myself for the new year. So just sharing what I use and why I love it, I think is going to be the best bet. So my goal actually next, I go to a mom group now. Like, who even am I? I go to a mom group now and I'm going to wear my Scentsy shirt. Okay. I've thought about it every time, but I'm like, ew, no, they won't like me because I sell a stupid MLM. But I'm going to wear a Scentsy shirt to my mom group.
Yes. But here's the thing. If you add them on Facebook, and Dylan came on camera to applaud that.
I was like, yeah, I would definitely. That's awesome.
But if you're adding them on Facebook and you are sharing the products, genuinely sharing how you're using them, not selling, sharing, they will see that and they will organically be interested because Scentsy is awesome. So it's you and you know it's you and you know it's in your brain and you feel like everybody's looking at you like you're icky. So you have to separate that thought because 2024, like network marketing, MLMs, they are where it's at. If you want no cap income, you're coming to network marketing. And the people that are haters are the 70-year-old men that were scamming people in real pyramid schemes. And that's gone. Like, big things are coming. So you have to set that aside from it in your brain. Because just like what Jenny said earlier, the worst thing, our biggest issue is our own brains.
Tessa, just make sure if you wear your shirt, make sure you have samples because that's the one thing I always forget. I will always like wear my shirt and then it's the one time that somebody asked me for something for a sample and every single time I don't have anything. So if you wear something, just make sure you have some kind of something to give them, which you know because you do so many events, but I always forget.
I actually had somebody stop me because of my car, the thing on the back of my car the other day in Family Dollar. I was like, about time.
They are seeing it.
He literally stopped behind my vehicle and was like, I see you sell Scentsy. I do. It was on Christmas Eve.
That's awesome.
He's like, you got anything with you? I was like, I was actually carrying my goodie bag, like the gift bags that I had sent with Felix to work. The rest of them I was carrying around in the car for like, I just took them out for like 2 days. I was carrying them around in the car. I was like, ugh, don't.
Dang it.
Just live a few blocks away.
Follow me home in a non-creepy way, please.
You should have took your scent circle out of your car and gave it to him.
Well, I took her number. She said she has been looking for a consultant. Her daughter likes coconut, and I was like, well, coconut is more of a spring scent, but I'll look and see what I have at home. And I already texted her yesterday. So she's got, at least now she's got my number, and I'll stay in contact with her. It's all from there. She knows I'll be placing local orders. She can get on my local order if she wants. I even looked up to see what we have, and we had some like the kukui coconut and clearance. So I let her know there was some clearance stuff in clearance.
Yeah.
And do you have any coconut? Because I do.
I actually figured you had some coconut.
And if you are on Facebook right now watching, if you want to put in those 3 things in the chat, or if you're watching the replay of this tonight or tomorrow, I would love to know what you guys feel was something good that you did in 2023, something you feel like you didn't do so good at in 2024, what you want your focus on to get better at. So I would love to hear from all of you, especially if you're watching this later. So drop that in the chat so I can, I wrote down everybody's so I can follow up with you throughout the year. Also, if you are in my downline, you got an email from me about 9 o'clock tonight. It has a jot form. I ask, please fill that out. It is just simple questions. I promise you guys will know the answers to them as long as you know your pet's names, your spouse's names, where you like to shop. It is solely focused on helping me get to know you guys better so I can be a better leader to you. And that is a huge focus for me in 2024 because I feel like I have been a little bit on the selfish side with my own business. And I want to figure out how to balance and getting to know you all on a personal level. So 2024 is going to be the year of growth for me as a leader. And I'm really excited for it. I'm actually doing weekly connection calls one-on-one with you guys as well. So there is a link to my Calendly in there. So I have my available times for the foreseeable future in there. You can book them. I will give you a task to do on our call. And like today, for an example, Jenny's was to plan out her January for her content because she struggles if she doesn't know what to do. She just doesn't do anything in that moment. So this would just kind of help her have like a template of her month to be able to stay on track, even if it's only 5 minutes when the kids are sleeping. So before she can book her next call with me, she will have to have had to provided that activity that I assigned her to do, just because I want to make sure you guys are getting the most out of these connection calls and growing. Like that's the whole point of it. Like we can sit and chat for 30 minutes every week and you never do anything that I suggest you do and be in the same place and be complacent because you just wanted to chat with me, which is great. Like we can be friends and hang out and do all that stuff, but not during my business hours. That's friendship hours. They're different because we create boundaries. So I'm really excited to see the difference that it makes with our team and with me as a leader, because I want to know you guys more. I want to help you grow individually on what you want from your business as well as what I want from my business, which, you know, hopefully is more recruiting in 2024. I would love to see our team just by December 31st of next year. I would love to see us at 200. So I'm putting out a big, scary goal that we're going to recruit 100 people this year. So I hope that you guys are excited for it. And we have a lot of great things coming in January. Scentsy is always really good to us in January. End of month live is on the 30th. What is that, Saturday? I think that's Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
So 8 p.m. on Dan Orchard's Facebook page, it will tell you everything that's coming for January. Typically, we do double hostess rewards. So if someone has a $500 party, they would get 6 half-off items instead of 3. So I don't know for sure that's what's going to happen, but that's typically what we have in January. They also really throw things at us because they're trying to get as many people to earn incentives as possible. So even Sarah hinted about that last week on Tuesday training, that she's like, well, normally Scentsy does really good because we want you guys to earn the incentive. So we throw stuff at you to help. It's not lit up as a link. Well, that's weird. I hope not. I'll text it to you, Kelly. I know someone's already filled it out, so maybe it was just yours that messed up. But that's interesting. And then bring back my bar. So couple options. I talked about it on my live today, but the biggest way to get success from Bring Back My Bar is obviously going to have people smell the actual bars. If it is not in your budget, I understand it is $127. It is an investment, but it is a tax write-off. See if you have people on the team that would like to split a bundle. And you could honestly have 8 people go in on it and everybody get 1 cube. Whatever it is that works, you have that option. You can get it, make samples, and then say you're going to sell a pack of pods for $10, and then they get the sample pack for free because we can't charge for samples. But if they're buying a full-size product, you could include those samples in with that pack. That's another way to do it. You can do Bring Back My Bar parties. That's what I'm doing in January. So this was a labor of love. I did a live on the team page. It'll tell you exactly how I did these. I made lip gloss testers of all 25. I had a lot of success with these this past summer when I did it. That was the most orders I've ever got from Bring Back My Bar. And I plan to go all in on this. So I will give these out to people, mail them if they're not local, deliver them if they're local. And then they have these pages. It has all the scents with the descriptions in it. And then it says instructions. Set all your Bring Back My Bar samples out, gather your friends and fam, open each sample and have everyone take a good whiff. Step 3, color in your first impression of the scent below. Like it, love it, not for me. And then it's got like little X's, hearts, and thumbs ups. And then step 4 is take a picture of your completed sheet and send it to me. And then I have a side note, get 12 people to order their favorite 6-pack and get yours for free. Why I have that, because if they get 12 people to order a 6-pack, that's $350 in rewards. They're going to have $35 in free. It's a party. Without saying that it's a party, I'm going to mail them this pack. They have people smell it. And if they can get 12 people to order a 6-pack or 6 people to order 2 6-packs, they're going to get theirs free with their rewards. And I'm going to have 6 to 12 new customers. So that's how I'm doing mine. You can do it with felt samples. I will tell you, I'm not a huge fan of felt samples with Bring Back My Bar because there's so many of them. I'm not saying that's wrong. It's definitely more cost efficient. I'm just saying the way I've had it in the past, there's so many different fragrances in one bag that people started to think that all the scents smelled alike, and I didn't have success with it. That was me personal. It could be completely different for you. So do whatever you feel is best. But this is where I found my success. This is a labor of love. This is time consuming, but I am at a point in my business where I invested into it. And so far, the one other time I've done it, it was really successful for me. And then I just have a bubble mailer for the ones I mailed. And I put this inside. Literally, this is what my party is. So super simple. I mailed out, I think, 16 of them today. And I'm going to follow up with all 16 of those next week well, not next week, probably Saturday. I did it with ShipStation, so I will be able to see that everybody's was delivered. So fun fact, if you have the tracking information, track it, make sure it's delivered, and then text your person and be like, hey, just want to make sure your package arrived okay. You know it did. But if they haven't opened it yet, it'll be a reminder to them to open it. Because how many times do you put your mail on the counter and then forget about it for a few days? So having it under their noses and preaching that it is only available from the 1st to the 31st while supplies last. This is your prime opportunity to get new clubbers because they can lock it in with Always Get My Bar. And even if they're the only person in the world that wants cinnamon, Scentsy will make it for them. So I would love for you all, if you're interested in growing your club, every day of January, talk about Bring Back My Bar and talk about club. Whether that's in your stories, your personal page, your VIP page, going live, texting people, whatever it is, some form of contact, talk about each one of those every single day of the month. And I guarantee by the 31st, you will have your biggest January to date. Because a lot of times I think we just post it once, twice, maybe 5 times. Algorithm sucks. We'll talk about that till I'm blue in the face. It sucks, it sucks, it sucks, it sucks. So you have to do it so many times to get those followings. Anybody want to commit to doing that every single day to January? Anybody? 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 No, no. Everybody gonna ignore me? Cool, 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 cool. Cool, 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 cool. I am also going to do a battle of the bars. I have not figured out how I'm doing this. I have not created a template. It is on my to-do list, but I am going to do battle of the bars, and I'm going to run it in my VIP page, and I'm going to run it in my stories, and I'm hoping to get people really excited to see what scent's coming back. I really need to research this because I'm not 100% sure how this is going to play out, but I'm trying to think of things and being proactive because it is a limited time and I want clubbers. I want clubbers bad. And I'm telling you, ginger frosted cookie or frosted ginger cookie. Yeah, frosted ginger cookie will get you all the clubbers because that scent is freaking fantastic. And I want everybody to know that they need it. Like bad. It's good. If you're a big fan. Okay? Okay.
Okay.
Any questions? No? Okay. Well, I'm going to turn off the Facebook Live. Appreciate you guys. Hope you have a great night. Remember to comment #replay on the video as you watch it. And have a good night.